So check this out. This is a great little mashup done by this girl. Wait till the end because the first part is sarcasm. In case you haven't, don't figure that out right away. But watch till the end of her clip, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it.
The right is just so violent.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So we have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
They can only push people so far. And then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this war fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high.
With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets. And we're going to fight it in the streets. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fight. Resist!
You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish his term.
Yes, the last 2 days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
Oh, whoops. Wrong side.
So, I mean, it's a pretty ridiculous statement every time I hear that the left is the, peaceful party, right? They're clearly not. On that note, with all of this rhetoric, if somehow some MAGA, like somebody with some influence, just an individual person maybe that the MAGA movement followed, decided to say, decided to incite violence and make some calls to violence, no one on the right's going to do it. We're just going to say no. But what you're not realizing, it's like just because someone tells you to jump off a bridge, you're going to do it? No, you're not. So anyone of sound mind who's got any kind of rational thinking or reason is just not going to do that, right? You have your moral compass, and that guides you through life and stop you from doing ridiculous things just because someone says to do it. On the flip side, all of this lefty rhetoric, as much as I think it's not going to have any effect if the situation was reversed, if somebody on the right was saying these things or a bunch of these politicians on the right were saying these things, no, people aren't going to go out and start committing acts of violence against the left. But what you're really seeing is some people are susceptible, more susceptible than others, to the power of suggestion, right? And that's when you have to have a serious talk about mental illness. And when you placate and you're polite and you participate in other people's delusion by affirming stuff that's totally outside of the realm of reality, this is what can happen. You've got a bunch of people on the left, some of these lunatics that are, this devil is inside them, surely just running around celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, calling for more deaths, more violence. These people are people that should be in a loony bin. They should be in an asylum somewhere. But this is the end result of people being polite, people afraid to be called, phobic or racist or, some sort of ism or whatever. This is the result of being too polite. This is the result of placating to them. This is the result of essentially validating their delusions. So this is what you end up with. A bunch of lunatics capable of anything, and now we've seen it time after time, right? I don't know whether there's something in the hormones for some of these younger people, if they're, some of these younger trans shooters and stuff that we've seen. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's something, because even, as a percentage of their group, which is already a minority, there's way too many of them committing these crimes. So, I'm all for being polite. Like, there's a couple of trans people around here that I see that, I don't talk to them. I don't go out of my way to, have a conversation with them about their choices. I just leave it. But if you're going to bring it up to me, if you're going to bring the subject to me, then you're going to hear my opinion on it. So, we don't need to go out of our way to make people, because there's I can't remember the guy's first name, but that Star fellow, something Star, I can't remember his name, but he's a pretty famous influencer, trans influencer, who was absolutely condemning these lunatic lefties, and as he should. So, that's really all I have to say on it. We got to stop being so hesitant to call people out on what is absolutely ridiculous. What's right and wrong. Reality from fiction and delusional ideas. And these ideologies are extremely harmful. Not to mention, why are there no trans people in China? Go look up the two main billionaires. It's a little hard to find, but that fund the whole trans movement in the United States. They don't do any of that talk in China. They do most of their business in China. If this is an organic thing, then you would see it everywhere. But yet you don't. So think about that.